This one's set up for tanks, and we did make sure the tanks were empty, obviously before all the sparks. But what we have is an extremely lightweight truck. Freightliner prides itself, and has been now for 70 years, but one of the very first design objectives was to make the truck as light as possible, and that was why Freightliner basically originated. A fellow by Leland James, he wanted to develop his own truck. He had a transport company, no one would build one for him, so he went and built his own out of aluminium, and he actually had aluminium in the frame rails as well. So that's been with the company all of those years. That was back in 1942, and here we are today still trying to make the truck as light as possible. Obviously, the objective of the truck and the benefit is to move freight and move as much of it as possible. So we've got a very lightweight truck, very good for fuel and these sort of applications, and we've still got the strength in the cab, passes all the cab crashworthiness standards, and that's done with a monocoque design cabin frame, and that's how we get away with maintaining the strength, which exceeds all those tests, and it has very good integrity. We don't have fretting or anything like that because we have hem rod rivets that hold the cab together, and we can achieve this extremely light tare weight. We also have factory FUPS bars, which is obviously important, but because they're built at the factory, they're lightweight, they're very cleverly designed to allow us to have this very forward set front axle of 756mm, and again that allows us to take even more weight out of the truck. The ride and handling on this 114 is just superb, and that's been achieved with the dual steering box setup that we have at the moment, so you're not sort of trying to chase yourself as you're going down the road. So we've got dual steering boxes set up, and what we have is a soft mount, cab mounts, pillow block cab mounts that we call them, and that also enhances the ride for the driver. So it's got very good ride and handling, and some of those technologies or those features have been adapted from our Coronado 122, which you would have seen out the front today. Visibility is excellent in this truck. It has a great bonnet, as you can see, but it's got a very lowered dash, and it's been set up specifically for very good visibility, and it's not that old style aeroplane dash that has been around sort of many, many years ago. So Freightliner moved on from that, and they've developed the dash that we have here today. So tremendous visibility. There's also a lot of work gone into the electrical architecture on these trucks. We've got what we call E-rail technology, and that isolates the loom and everything from all sort of chafing, etc. And we've also got a power box distribution set up, which obviously just makes it very simple, and it protects all of the connections between the chassis and the cabin.